Engaging the hydraulics now. Clear the path below.
Steady lift. Moving towards Bay 4.
The cooled steel enters a sophisticated coating application chamber, where a microscopically thin layer of chromium and platinum alloy is deposited onto the surface. The sharpened blades enter a coating enhancement station, where a final layer of polymer and PTFE is applied to reduce friction and enhance glide. The razor blades enter an ultrasonic cleaning bath, where high-frequency sound waves create microscopic bubbles, removing Time-lapse photography compresses days of testing into seconds, showing that the blades maintain their pristine appearance despite harsh conditions.
The comfort score is excellent at this angle.
And the safety margin remain high across all pressures. If we adjust the bevel angle here, we improve the cutting efficiency by nearly 12%.
But what does that do to the overall lifespan of the blade?
40 cases confirmed on the manifest.
And the tablet confirms the seal. We're good to go. We need to optimize the European fulfillment route immediately.
Rerouting the next shipment now, Supervisor. Efficiency levels stabilizing. The waste recovery area demonstrates the facility's commitment to sustainability, with scrap metal from the stamping process being collected, sorted, and prepared for recycling.
Pay close attention to the leading edge. We use the micrometer here to detect the slightest defect shown in these examples.
Cartridges. The stress concentration right here at the apex is still too high according to the simulation.
That's why I've angled the secondary bevel.
The data confirms the lack of heat-affected zones. Indeed, the structural integrity should be superior to stamping for this alloy.
It cuts very close. I didn't have to go over the same spot twice on my neck, which is usually a trouble area.
Check the outer diameter on the new bearing.
It's exactly 62 millimeters.
The metallic sheen really catches the light here. It stands out much better than the competitor's matte finish.